Hello, Ms. Tober and our other classmates. I wrote my essay on whether or not college athletes should be paid. And personally, I feel that they should, or at least that they should receive a monthly stipend for their hardships. My oral presentation will be on that, and some of my key points are whether or not they should be paid, why they should be paid, and some actions that have caused this to become an uproar throughout the past 100, 200 years. The big question, of course, is whether or not college athletes should be paid, because they pretty much put in as much work as NBA players, and they make their universities and the NCAA just as much money as a pro team. They make between $100 and $700 million each year throughout all the college sports, and that's most of that money comes from the main sports like football and basketball. And some of the things that I find ridiculous is that the schools are making that much money, and the students can't afford their life in college, whether it's going to McDonald's late at night or being able to go to the movies with their girlfriend or their friends. They don't have the money to go do that like some of their friends would because they have a job. And yeah, most people's argument is that they have a full scholarship for college, so they don't have to pay those costs. But even that, their scholarships don't pay for that much. It doesn't cover the entire cost of living at college or anything. And some of the issues that have caused this to become an uproar throughout the past 100 years, probably most recently in the past 10 years, is college students trading memorabilia that they've earned in championships and bowl games for tattoos or cars or other items. And then some issues that they have is just that they've been given it for free. For example, LeBron James, when he was in high school, got a jersey as a present for his birthday, and he was punished and almost expelled from his senior season as a basketball player because of that. And I find that completely ridiculous because it was a birthday present. And just because it was a nice jersey and brand new doesn't mean that he should be in trouble for clothing while he was still in high school. There was nothing he could do to prevent that. And back to the thing with the NCAA and the universities making that much money. They make all this money because they have these lucrative TV deals, and it's just ridiculous how much money they can make off that. Even recently with all these divisions collapsing throughout the NCAA, it's all over TV deals because all the schools feel that they need more money. They're sitting on so much money as it is, and even the students who aren't athletes there are paying $400,000 or $40,000 a year at most places, and it's not like they're not easily making that back off of the college athletes. It was proven in one study that the college athlete for the university makes just as much money as one other student within the first 10 years of the other non-athlete student working life. The college athlete would make more money throughout one semester of his first athletic time being out on the court or the football field. Because each student has usually, like all the good athletes, would be selling their memorabilia and other stuff like that just to get by, while the schools are selling a shirt or a jersey with their number on the back to students or other people who are interested in it. And I find that ridiculous that the students can't market themselves, but the universities can market the students and the athletes that they have on their team. Because just because the jersey doesn't have a name on it doesn't mean that they don't all know who it is. Easily, like number 15 for UConn last year, we would all know would be Kemba Walker, as he led his team to a miraculous finish to win the NCAA championship in basketball. And the schools reported selling out at least 4 times of his jersey within a week of the first receiving order of it. He wasn't able to make any money off of it, and yeah, sure, now he's in the NBA making millions, but it's still not. The point is that he's making the school more than he's making in the NBA just out of one season. And I feel like the players, if the NCAA wants to keep everything at an amateur status and the universities want to keep everything at an amateur status, they need a monthly stipend of sorts, because they don't have time for a job, or a second job as it would be considered, because being a student is one full-time job and being an athlete's another. Other students have the opportunity to go about making money off another job because they have nothing else to do after they get out of their schoolwork. I think it's just a bit redundant and, quite frankly, ridiculous that they're doing that type of a thing. In conclusion of my speech, I feel that the players definitely deserve to be paid at least a little bit, and that it's ridiculous that the schools can make that much money and not feel bad about it at all when they're trying to maintain amateur status. Reasons for this is because the NCAA is making between 100 and 700 million per school each year, and I think that's just ridiculous. I'd like to thank you and have a nice day.